Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 10B and we are going to show our work done on Case Study 2 in 4 parts. The first 2 parts will be focused on the use or functions of social media in the umbrella movement by the supporting side as well as the against side and the interactions. Followed by will be the importance of the presence of social media in the umbrella movement and the strengths and weaknesses of social media as public sphere. We would make suggestions to improve how social media can be public sphere at the end of the video.
One of the functions of social media is to provide information to the users. Sometimes we can obtain more resources and information from social media than TV and newspaper. Like the news of King Zheng from Civic Party being beaten by 7 police officers. Moreover, the keyboard warriors help to immediately identify the policemen, which we might not do that in the reality. Also, it can raise public awareness about the issues concerning the political movement. People can explore the issue from Facebook wall, which contains different information. Hence, they can know more about the issue. Besides, people can express their opinions with using social media. They can click the like button, share posts, change profile picture to yellow ribbons to show support to the umbrella movement. The hidden identity allows people having more courage to express views in the online world freely.
In addition, social media can serve as communication platform, like Fire Chat. There were 500,000 downloads in Hong Kong alone in the umbrella movement, and there were 10.2 million chat sessions at that time. Social media can also be used to verify information. People create Facebook pages such as HK Verified to verify and provide credible bilingual news and information updates about the protests. The efficiency of social media also contributes to its shortages, and we will discuss it later in the video. We discussed how the supporting side used social media, and so, how did the anti-Occupy or the government use social media? Let's begin with talking about the anti-Occupy first. They set up pages on Facebook like Anti-Occupy Central Student Alliance, Speak Out Hong Kong. They also post some videos to express their views and stance. However, the government, they seldom use online media to express their stance. They often held press conference, which was being broadcasted on TV to express their views and urge the protesters to leave and quit the movement.
There are interactions between the two sides, between the anti-Occupy and people supporting the movement. In online world, they may unfriend each other, post irrational comments with the use of foul language. In reality, there were physical conflicts or they may yell at each other. In contrast, between the government and people supporting the protest, in online social media, there was less interaction. There were Facebook pages like Hong Kong Government News, but not much people followed the page. For offline interaction, there was less interaction, but it is important to note that there was a press conference between leading student organizations and the representatives from government discussing issues about the universal suffrage. Let's move on to the importance of the presence of social media in the umbrella movement. There has been increasing voices asking for universal suffrage in years, but the government still failed to carry out a satisfying policy. With the accumulation of resentment from Hong Kong people about the incompetence of government, revolutions like the umbrella movement is inevitable. In this event, social media was the reason of the large scale and size of the movement. It encouraged more people to join and maintained the protest from 3 major roles. First, delivering the most updated information, further promoting the idea of occupying Central, as well as providing a platform for different voices.
Social media certainly contributed a lot in delivering up-to-date information about the movement. People knew about the venue, time, planning, demands of the supply of medicine, food, and water. This helped the initial and continuation of the movement. Also, social media was important for the circulation of the news about the movement from the traditional media. Moreover, social media further promoted the idea of occupying Central. But with the increasing popularity of social media, this idea spread in a quicker way. There were experienced middle-aged advocates such as Benny Tai Yu Ting who fought for this idea a long time ago.
Social media is also essential in providing a platform for different voices. It is easily accessed without government control. The content is more authentic than the traditional media. As a result, many people actively engaged and exchanged their ideas in those discussions, making the time and scale of movement more long-lasting. Therefore, we believe that social media contributed to the umbrella movement in the ways of spreading ideas and information as well as allowing the arising of different opinions. Now, let's talk about the strengths and weaknesses of the modern-day public sphere in which social media plays a crucial role.
To start with, social media public sphere greatly reduce our cost of getting access to the public sphere. Both time cost and money cost become much lower. For example, we can simply use our smartphone to visit social media at any time free of charge. Removing these physical barriers will cater for citizens' busy lives. The second strength is that the social media public sphere has a wide coverage of the public. We know that there is a great amount of users in social media. For example, Facebook has over 1 million daily active users on average in 2015. When the discussions in the public sphere involve a large portion of the public, there can be massive communication and exchange of ideas between a great amount of the public in social media.
Another strength is that the social media public sphere is highly efficient. In fact, the communication within the social media is instantaneous, so that comments can be viewed by the public immediately when they are posted. This facilitates efficient debate and discussions. Besides, the modern-day public sphere promotes citizen journalism. As people can easily post photos and videos on social media, such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, etc., there is a wider access to information. The channel of receiving information is no longer confined to the traditional media like TV broadcasting and newspapers. We can enjoy a more diversified information and news provided by the citizens themselves through social media. This favors the formation of public opinion.
Despite the valuable strengths of the modern-day public sphere, it also has some weaknesses. First of all, the social media public sphere does not involve everyone of the public. Technically, everyone is allowed to use social media to express their opinions, and it covers a wide population. However, practically, users of social media may not include some groups of the public. For example, the elderly and underprivileged who would have limited access to the internet due to the lack of knowledge and financial difficulties. They may not use social media at all or not so frequently. As a result, the public sphere may not contain a wide range of opinions in this sense, and so it may not be so representative. Besides, debate in modern-day public sphere may not be rational. Due to the perception that people have hidden identity in the internet, they may feel free to say whatever they want. They do not only express superficial and emotional comments, but they may also stigmatize and attach negative label to people who have opposite stance. This can easily arouse others' sentiments when intense language is used. Besides the focus of criticizing people, some of the users in social media even threaten to unfriend others who express opposite opinions. This can create pressure to people and lead to irrational debate, which violate the promise of the public sphere.
In addition, opinions are not expressed through deliberation in social media public sphere. Since the discussion in social media is efficient, people in general may not think and consider carefully before they post their comments. Consequently, the communication process may be arbitrary without much deliberation. This also violates the promise of public sphere. Moreover, opinions are easily polarized in the modern-day public sphere, as some people mainly use social media public sphere, such as teenagers, while other people may rely on mainstream media public sphere, such as the older generations. They may receive different information and viewpoints about the same event. As a consequence, they will tend to develop different stances and be separated and polarized. Sometimes they even cannot have a conversation with each other. This would be unfavorable to rational debate.
Another weakness is that not everyone is equally heard and listened in the modern-day public sphere. It is not difficult to understand that ordinary people have much smaller influence on public opinions than celebrities. It is because famous people generally have a large number of followers on social media. They are in a position to attract more attention and create a greater impact on public opinion. It can be shown by the fact that what they post can receive more likes and shares in Facebook. Furthermore, there will be fragmentation problems. As people can get access to lots of pages and groups in social media, there are many coexisting small public spheres. However, psychological barriers can keep people from entering into a wide range of pages and groups. In this sense, they are semi-private spheres instead of public sphere. Therefore, consent may be discouraged instead of making compromise. This can polarize public opinions.
One more weakness to analyze is that citizens may fail to get the agenda setting power. With the aid of online social networking sites and discussion forums, citizen media can be significant agenda setters. Technically, the power should no longer be concentrated on mainstream media. However, in reality, the agenda setting power may be vested on the social media administrators because they can control what to be discussed and what to be disclosed to the public. This could be an ironic weakness. Here are some suggestions on how our social media public sphere can be improved.
First, civic education should be promoted. School can provide classes for students. Government and non-governmental organizations can provide free learning material and open classes for public by cooperating with education institutes. Through education, it is believed that the media literacy of citizens can be improved. People can be able to understand complex messages from television, internet, etc. Therefore, they would be able to verify the validity of different information by examining the sources as well as their reliability. They can see the issues from different angles, and because they can think critically, they would not be easily influenced by the commercial culture and irrational debates. The quality of discussion could be improved through education.
Moreover, it can nurture active citizenship. As citizens are being taught about the issues and their responsibility, they may engage more in the public sphere. This will affect other generations to do the same. It encourages pluralism and makes the public sphere become more representative.
Second, technology needed to be improved, and this need to rely on the government or investors. The government or investors should provide free Wi-Fi in public area and subsidize poor people to buy digital device. They can advertise their products at the same time in order to attract people to buy the products, and this would be the interest drive for the investors to provide such services. There will be more people being able to access to the online public sphere, and it helps to improve the online public sphere.
Third, offline public sphere should be promoted. Although online public sphere has many advantages, it has shortages at the same time and needs time to improve. It cannot replace the offline public sphere, and hence we can do more promotions on the offline public sphere, like the democracy wall. This is the end of our presentation, and thanks for watching.